Hello everyone. So today we are here to discuss about the concept of number systems. So generally we have four types of number systems. So among that the first category is decimal number system. Okay. So the decimal number system is nothing but it is the number system which we are using in the day-to-day life. Okay. It is number system that we are using in the day-to-day life. So it is nothing but it is one of the positional number system. So in that we will have, as per the name, they said that it is nothing but an deci in the sense it is consisting of 10 numbers, right? So the it particular this numbers consisting of starting from 0 to ending with 9. Total it will have 10 numbers. So if you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So starting from 0 to ending with 9, we are having 10 numbers. So the base of this particular number system is number 10. Okay. So the minimum number is 0 and maximum number is 9. Okay. So whenever you are dealing with this particular decimal number system, each and every digit will represent the specific weight, and that weight is nothing but it is the multiplication factor of the base 10. Okay. Each and every digit is multiplied by a scaling factor, and that scaling factor will be given into the powers of 10. Why? Because it is a base value is 10. Okay. So these are the important points you need to remember regarding number system. Okay. Clear? Next. Say suppose if you take an example 2586 base 10, it is nothing but this is a 6 is nothing but it is in ones place. It is tens place, hundreds place, thousands place. So how we are saying the name of the place? Just is something but it is a scaling factor. What is scaling factor? The base is given with the continuous powers. Okay, 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power like that. Each and every digit is each and every digit is multiplied by base 10. So you should start from like this. You should start from right side to left side. Okay, right side to left side. First you multiply with this 6 with 10 power 0. Next multiply this 8 with 10 power 1, and multiply this 5 with 10 square, and you multiply this last 2 with 10 cube. Okay, then it is clear for that by these numbers you are saying there's a place. 10 power 0 means 1, that's why you're calling this as units place. 10 power 1 is 10, it is called as tens place. 10 square is 100, so it is called hundreds place. 10 cube is 1000, it is called thousands place. So when you add this 2 into 1000 is 2000, plus 5 into 100 is 500, and plus 8 into 10 is 80, and 6 into 1 is 6. So when you add all these numbers, you will get the answer as 2586. Okay. So this is the entire process which is hidden behind the given number. Okay, how a number is formulated or how the number is framed in the sense, this is the entire format we are going to follow. Okay, so please you verify that as it is a decimal number, the base value is 10, and each and every value will be multiplied with a scaling factor, and that scaling factor will be in the form of base value. Okay, the scaling factor will be base value power of n. Okay, base value is 10 in the given decimal number, so 10 power n, 10 power n. So n will be equal to, it will start with 0 and so on, it will end with, and so on it will end with infinite, that depending on the number. Okay, next you see the next number system we have is binary number system. It is also a positional number system. Okay, it will have only two symbols or two digits. Why? Because binary in the sense by it means 2. So we will have only two numbers in the number system. What are those? We call them 0 and 1. Okay, the range of these numbers is 2. Why? Because they are having only two digits. One is 0 and one is 1. Therefore the base value is 2. Okay, so 0 is the minimum value, 1 is the maximum value. Clear? So here as the base value is 2, what is the scaling factor here? Scaling factor format of it will be base value multiplied with, sorry, power with 1, n. Okay, base value power with n. So here base value is 2, 2 power n will be the scaling factor of the given number system. Okay, clear? Next, so see here, it is a binary value. We are consisting only ones and zeros. So as it is a binary value. So we can consist of only ones and zeros in the number itself. Okay. If you observe here, it is clearly mentioning that the number consists of only zeros and ones, which is called as a binary number. So see here, again from starting from right side to left side, we start the process right side to left side. So if you want to convert the given number in decimal, that means if you want to get back the decimal number from the given binary format, same, you start multiplying with the powers of 2. Why? Because 2 power n is the scaling factor here. Okay, n will be starting with 0 and it so on ends with the depending of number of bits we have. So on infinity. So as we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here n value will be starting with 0 and ending with 4. That means this will be multiplied with 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, and 2 power 4. So if you multiply like this, you will get this one, and if you add this, you will get 21 as the answer. Okay. Next. Okay. See here. So among the binary number system, what we call the important points here is each and every binary digit is called as a bit. Okay. Binary digit. The first two letters is BI and last letter is T. So the short form of binary digit is nothing but bit. Okay. What is a bit? A bit is nothing but it is the binary digit. Either it may be 0 or it may be either 1. Okay. Clear? It may be either 0 or it may be either 1. So for having an n bits, it is an n bit number. Suppose if a binary number consists of n number of bits, it is an n bit number. So an n bits can be represented in 2 power n different values. Okay, and n bits can be represented in 2 power n different values. And for m values, you can, you need log m base 2 power bits. Okay, you need log m base 2 bits. Clear? These are the important points you need to remember in case of binary number system. Next is octal number system. Octal number is nothing but oct, OCT. Oct means 8. So here we will have total 8 digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total we will have 8 digits, 0 to 7. As we are having 8 digits in the range of octal, the base value is 8. Okay, the base value is 8. Minimum value is 0. Maximum value is 7. Okay, so here how the base will be? Base power n means 8 power n is the scaling factor here. Okay, see, 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2, 8 power 3, like that 8 power n we will be there in the given number. So if you take this octal number, you want to convert into decimal, you multiply with the scaling factor, and that scaling factor will be in the form of base value power n. Okay, next final one is hexadecimal. Hexa means 6, deci means 10. When you add these two, you will get 16 as your answer. So the base value is 16 here. The base value is 16 for this particular hexadecimal. Okay. Next, say here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2-digit numbers in hexadecimal will be treated with alphabets. See here, 10 is taken as A, 11 is taken as B, 12 is taken as C, 13 is taken as D, 14 is taken as E, and 15 is taken as F. Okay, so 0 is the minimum value, F is the maximum value. Okay, remember that F is the maximum value, where F is nothing but 15. Okay, remember the alphabets are nothing but 2-digit numbers. 10 is taken as A, 11 is taken as B, 12 is taken as C, 13 is taken as D, 14 is taken as E, and 15 is F. Okay, very, very important point. In hexadecimal, 2-digit numbers are taken with the alphabets. Okay. See here, if the hexadecimal is taken, then what will be the scaling factor here? Base power n. Base means 16, n means the number of bits. So 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2. Okay, what is the value of f? 15. So 15 into 1. What is value of a? 10. So 10 into 16. And 16 square is 256. So if you add this, you will get 47 as answer. Okay, remember that. You should remember the alphabet values. A means 10, B means 7, C means 12, D means 13, E means 14, and F means 15. Okay. So if you have a small overview on these, so for a binary number system, what is the base value? 2. Okay. You can call the base as also radix. Both are same. Radix value or base value, both are same. Okay. How can you define the radix value? Means you count the number of digits present in the range. You count the number of digits present in the range. So see here we are having only 2 bits, 0 and 1. That's why the range value is 2. The base value is 2. When you find octal, the range of octal is 0 to 7. Totally you will have 8 digits. So the base value is 8. Decimal means the range starts from 0 and ends with 9. Total 10 numbers. 10 numbers means that's why the range value is 10. And in hexadecimal, the base value is 16 and the range starts from 0 to F. F in the sense it is nothing but 15. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, in hexadecimal, 2-digit numbers are indicated with alphabets. Okay, so this is the important information table. So please have a look on this. Remember, the base value of binary is 2, base value of octal is 8, base value of decimal is 10, base value of hexadecimal is 16, and these are the ranges of the particular number systems. Okay, now we will see how to convert one form of number system to another. Okay, see, first we are going to see here how to convert a number with any base to a decimal number. Okay, we are seeing to the concept of a number with any base, that may be n value, any base, to a number with a decimal. Decimal means base 10. Okay, we are seeing this model, conversion of a number with any base to a number with base 10. That is the question. Okay, now, so what is the same method what I have said? First you determine the positional values of the digit. Positional values means you should multiply with the scaling factor b power n. Okay, scaling factor is nothing but base power n. Okay, they will give the certain base. No, here they will give here base value, any base, and you need to convert, right? So each and every number into scaling factor. That scaling factor will be, should be in the form of base power n. Okay, this base should be equal to this value. Okay, like that you need to go on multiply and add them, you will get the final answer. Okay, you will see with an example. See, if they ask you to convert an octal number, base 8 is nothing but an octal number, into decimal number. As it is an octal number, I should multiply with each and every digit with what I have said. Each and every digit should be multiplied with the scaling factor. For the given question, what is scaling factor? Generally, scaling factor for format is base power n. So what is the base given here? The given base is 8. So for the current question, what is scaling factor is 8 power n. 8 power n is the scaling factor, and n will be deciding with the number of bits. So starting from right side to left side, I need to start the process. Right side to left side, I need to start the process. So first 6 with 8 power 0, multiply 0 with 8 power 1, and 7 with 8 power 2, and 4 with 8 power 3. See, I multiply it like this: 6 into 8 power 0, 0 into 8 power 1, 7 into 8 power 2, and 4 into 8 power 3. Then normal simplification, multiplication, addition, then you will get the final answer 2502. This is base 10. Okay, whatever the base present here, that base should come here. That's it. Okay, that base should come here. Process will be same. Okay, clear? Suppose here base 4 is given. Base 4 is given. Replace here 4 power 0. Replace here 4 power 1. Replace here 4 power 2. Replace here 4 power 3. That's it. Okay, just you substitute whatever the value given here in these places, then you will get the final answer. Okay, so this is the model how to solve the conversion of a number with any base to a number with decimal. Okay, now we will see how to convert the reverse method. Previously what we have seen, previously we seen a number with any base. Okay, we have seen a number with any base, so any base b into a number with decimal. This is the process, the model we have seen previously. Now we are seeing the reverse process. If decimal number is given, how to convert into number of any base, reverse of the previous. Okay, so first thing, you need to divide the decimal number. First step is you need to divide decimal number with the given asked base. Okay, with the asked base, and then write down the remainder values. Okay, and then you divide the question with the previous base. Okay, so see here, if you take an example, then it is easy to understand. See, they have given a decimal number and they ask you to convert an octal. Okay, what I am saying is you divide the given number with the asked base. What is the asked base? 8. So divide 952 with 8 until the division is not possible. So divide with 8, 952, 8, 119 is 952, you will get remainder 0. Again, divide 119 with 8, 8 14s, then you will get remainder 7. Again, divide 14 with 8, 8 ones are 8, you will get 6 remainder. So again, if you take 8 here, 1 cannot be divided with 8. So you can stop here and collect the reminders. Collect only reminders from bottom to top. Okay, so 1670. Okay, the arrow mark indicates how you should proceed, bottom to top. So 1670 base 8 is the answer. Okay, just you divide the given number with asked base and collect all the reminders from bottom to top. That is the method. Okay, now suppose if decimal point is given in the previous problem. Okay, in the previous problem they didn't give a decimal point. Okay, only we have, see, suppose we have a number like a dot b. You call this a as integer part and you call this point b. Okay, point b as fractional part. Remember this important point. Okay, if a number exists in like this a dot b format, a is called as integer part. This entire dot b, dot is also including, dot b is called as fractional part. Why? Because suppose if we have a number like 2.5, so how will write this 2.5? 2 plus 0.5. So what is 0.5? 1 by 2. So it is a fractional part. 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. So it is fractional part. So it is integer part and this is fractional part. So that I am saying, so you should include this point also. Okay, a is fractional integer part, dot b entirely is called as fractional part. Okay, suppose fractional part is absent, then this is the method. Okay, here you are not finding any fractional part, no fractional part is there. So this is the example. Suppose if fractional part is there, then how to solve that? That is the next example. See, here we are having 43 as the integer part, 0.3125 as fractional part. When this is the condition, how to solve or how to convert a decimal number into any base? Any base in the sense, right now the given problem base value is 2. Okay, clear? So see here, directly I will say in example, take your integer part and follow the same process what you have solved previously. That means divide the integer part, divide the integer part with asked base, divide the integer part with asked base. So divide here 2 with 21, you will get remainder 1, 2 tens 20, again remainder 1, like that you continuous divide here. And lastly, collect all the remainders. See, the red color numbers are your remainder values. Start from bottom to the top. When you do this, you will get 101011. Okay, starting from bottom to top. Collect all the remainders and write here. Now, come to fractional part. What is fractional part? 0.3125. You can write like 0.3125. In the integer part, we have made division. You call this as successive division, right? But in the fractional part, you should do successive multiplication. Successive multiplication. So multiply this number, you will get 0.625. Collect this 0 here. Collect this integer part in the result, 0 here. Next, take this only fractional part, 0.625 back again. 0.625 into 2, you will get 1.25. Take 1 here again. Only 0.25 take back again. 0.25 into 2 is 0.50. So 0 take here. 0.50 only take back into the next step. So 0.50 into 2 is 1. Okay. So if you do it, so here in the case of the fractional part, you should collect the values from top to bottom. In integer part, you should take values from bottom to top, but in fractional part, you should take from top to bottom. If you take top to bottom, you will get a 0, 1, 0, 1 as your answer. So 0.0101 is the answer. And combine the value of integer part and combine the value of fractional part here, you will get this is the answer. Okay, these bits are the answer for integer part, and these bits are the answer for fractional part. Like this, you need to do. Okay. Next method is how to convert a number with some base into a number with another base. See, clear? What is the method here now we are seeing is, we don't know the value of here. Here it may be whatever base b, and it may be another base n. Okay, conversion of some base into another base. This is the example. Here base 6 is given and they ask with base 4. Then what is the process? Okay, first you convert the given question into base 10. First you convert the given question into base 10 and then collect this into base 4. Okay, directly you cannot convert the given question into, directly you cannot convert base 6 into base 4. Okay, in between them you should follow one step. What is that? First convert the given question into base 10, whatever it may be, whatever the value here, you don't need to bother. Directly convert the given question to decimal, and this decimal is to be converted into base 4. Okay, so for this current question, first I am converting this base 6 value into base 10 value. First I will convert base 6 value into base 10 value, and we know how to convert any base into decimal. Already we have seen any base into decimal. So this is the process, and I got answer as 209 base 10. Now I will take this as my question and I will convert into decimal into any base. Already we know how to convert decimal into any base. What is that? This is the method, step number 2. Therefore 209 base 10 is stated. Therefore, this is the given question and this is the original answer. Directly you cannot convert 6 to 4. First you need to convert 6 with the base 10. That means convert base 6 value into base 10 value, and again convert this base 10 value into base 4. Therefore, you will get this as the answer. Okay. Next, how to convert a binary to octal? Okay, binary number to octal. See, what is step number 1? Okay, this is the given question. That means binary is given. You need to convert into octal. So what is 8? 2 power 3, 2 power 3. Therefore, you should combine 3 bits as a group. Therefore, you should combine 3 bits as a group from right side to left side. Okay, your process should be start from right side to the left position. So when you see here, see, I will change the color. See, these 3 bits will be one group. These 3 bits will be one group. Okay, let me write that. So what is the given question? 1 1 0 1 0 1 0. So if you see here, starting from this way, see, these 3 bits will be one group. These 3 bits will be one group, and you find only a single bit remaining here. In that scenario, you can add only zeros towards left side. Then we can make these as a group. Why we are adding only zeros? If you add zeros, the value will not be changed. Okay, like how like it is, you can write 5 as 05 also. A normal number 5 can be written as 05, but if you keep 1 here, it will be changed to 15. Okay, okay, clear? Normal number 5 can be written as 05. If you keep 0 towards left side, value will not be changed. If you keep 1 towards left side, value will be changed. Okay, that's why I am saying only substitute zeros if you want. Okay, why? Because I need here, I have only 1 bit remaining, but I need 3 bits for grouping. That's why I added 2 zeros towards left side. Okay, now this is one binary number. This is one binary number. This is one binary number. See, 001 is one binary number. 101 is one binary number. 010 binary. You know how to convert binary to decimal. So convert them. You will get answer as 1, 5, and 2. Therefore, 152 is the octal number what we need. Okay. So this is the answer of 2. This is the answer of 5. And this is the answer of 1. So combine them. 152 base 8 is the octal number what we need. Okay, the main important point is you should divide the groups with 3. Why 3? Why? Because octal number is 8 base, so it is taken as 2 cube. That's why 3 bits should be grouped. Okay, next, see here, suppose if octal is given, the reverse method. Okay, if your octal number is given, how to convert into binary? The same method as it is, octal means 2 cube. You should write each and every number into 3 bits. Okay, so given question is 562. So write 2 in terms of 3 bits. How will you write? 010. How 6 can be written in 2 bits or 3 bits? 110. And how 5 can be written in 3 bits? 101. That's it. Combine all these bits. That will be the answer. This is the answer. Combine all the bits. This is your answer. Okay. Remember that you should write only 3 bits. Okay. 2 in terms of 3 bits, 6 in terms of 3 bits, 8 in terms of, 5 in terms of 3 bits. That will be the answer. Next. See here, binary to hexadecimal, the same format. In the previous session, previous slide, we saw the concept of octal. As it is octal, it is 2 power 3. But now it is hexadecimal. Hexadecimal means 16, which can be written as 2 power 4. So 4 bits should be taken as a group. Okay, groups of 4 bits. So the given question 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be one group, and here you have only 2 bits are there. So you add 2 zeros for your convenience. So this is one binary number. This is one binary number. See, you got 2 numbers like this when you divide into groups. convert them into decimal form. So what is answer of 0011? The answer of 0011 is 3. The answer of 1011, sorry, 1101, the answer of 1101 is 13. But in hexadecimal, we don't write 2-digit number. 13 means you should write it as alphabet D. So your answer is 3D. Your answer is 3D. So that is the answer given here. Okay. Same method as previous octal conversion. Directly take your 3 bits there, but here you will find 4 bits. Okay. Next, if you take the reverse method, hexadecimal to binary. Okay. Same. You write each and every bit into 4 bits. Okay. See, 2 means 0010. A means 10. So 10 in the sense 1010. B means 11. 11 means this one. So when you combine all the bits, you will get the direct answer like this. Combine all the 4 bits, then you will get this answer. Okay. Next. So finally, when you conclude this, see what is a bit? Either 0 or 1. Any one of these two can be called as 1 bit. It is the shortest form of a binary digit. Suppose if we group 4 bits, a group of 4 bits is called as a nibble. Very, very important. Group of 4 bits is called as nibble. Suppose group of 8 bits are there, it is called a byte, 1 byte. Group of 8 bits is called 1 byte. Group of 16 bits is called as 1 word. Group of 16 bits is called as a 1 word. Next, group of 32 bits is called double word. Group of 32 bits is called as double word. Likewise, group of 64 bits is called as quad word. Why I am saying all these means, you will be asked a question like 1 byte is equal to how many nibbles? 1 byte equal to how many nibbles? 2 nibbles. One word equal to how many nibbles? 4 nibbles. Or 1 word equal to how many bytes? 2 bytes. Like that, we can convert from one to other. So if we know all these, that means the range of the length of the bits, then you can convert from one to other. Okay, byte means only 1 bit, nibble means 4 bits. Sorry, bit means 1 bit, nibble means 4 bits, byte means 8 bits, word means 16, double word is 32, quad word is 64. Okay, these are the examples for nibble and byte. Okay, so this is the explanation regarding the number systems and conversions of number systems. Okay, so in the next video we will see the concept of arithmetic operations of the number systems. Okay, so please practice the problems how to convert from one number system to other number system. Okay, and you remember the important shortcuts between them, how to analyze the behavior between those two. Okay, so that it will be helpful for us. Why? Because until unless you know the number systems, you cannot analyze the working procedure of a digital circuit. Okay, so these number systems will help us mainly in designing of digital circuits, and even though analyzing the working procedure of a digital circuit. Okay, among these 4, in this digital electronic subject, we basically follow the binary number system. That too, we follow 8421 code in order to convert a number binary to decimal or decimal to binary. Okay, 8421 code. Clear? So that 8421 code is nothing but, see, 8421 8421. Suppose if you want to write answer for 14, just to add which numbers will get 14. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. So keep ones under this, and you no need 1 here, though keep 0. So 1110 is the answer for 14. Like that, you can convert into the decimal form. Okay, so thank you.